Okay, so what made you decide to run for international student officer?
Well, I think as a first year student, I believe that there's more to the current International Student Association that we can do things, especially supporting the freshers, supporting the ongoing students. I believe we can definitely achieve more and make sure everyone it's more together, more united. I think at this moment, there's still international students. They are still quite set aside from the home student, and obviously that's one of the focuses I think International Student Association should be focusing on. But I think it should also be uniting the university. Doesn't matter what your background is. Everyone should be able to get together, and so that's one of the reasons why I suppose I really would think that me being the officer will further promote that and enhance that. Yeah.
So you mentioned a pressing issue that you highlight in your manifesto is Brexit.
Yes.
Given its unpredictability at this moment, how exactly do you envision it impacting the international student experience here at York? And how would you, if elected, work to assuage these concerns?
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Brexit is a big thing, and all the home students are talking about it. Perhaps more so, perhaps in students doing PPE, I suppose, or law. But it's one topic that really concerns international students, perhaps even more than home students, I suppose. And it's not really being mentioned much. I understand the university is trying their best to accommodate this. I understand I'm very grateful for them setting up a website which you can find out information on. But in terms of the International Student Association, I definitely believe we can do more. And in terms of how to support that, as a law student myself, the law school is actually setting up a new a research project called the European Economic Area Public Services Research Clinic next year. And it's not just targeted to the students. Obviously, it's a nationwide research project. But as a law student myself, I have very close connection to that, and that will probably provide some more substance assistance or help, I suppose, because at the moment I know I read the university Brexit support website. Everything is all about uncertainty, which is not really providing much help and ease in terms of the immigration or all kinds of continuing study and applying for visa and all kinds of that. And I think EU students will soon be in a grey area, whether they are in home student fees or international student fees. And I think that's a huge concern that we've been neglecting for the past 2 years that I think we can really focus on working.
So how exactly would you perhaps assuage these concerns, like I mentioned? So there is a lot of unpredictability.
Yes.
There's a website that's currently up online.
Yes.
How would you make this even more accessible to the students? How would you make them less concerned, perhaps, about the issue?
Right. Certainly, I think in terms on social media, I'll definitely draw awareness to this issue perhaps more. And as I mentioned in my manifesto, I organize monthly gatherings. It's not just to meet new people, but if you have any concerns in terms of everything, including Brexit, as I mentioned, or anything that's related to usual British life that international students don't really have any clue about, in these monthly gatherings, or even more, if people really like it, if students really enjoy these monthly gatherings, if they think they can really get a lot of information from these sessions, we'll host definitely more, perhaps the weekly any gatherings or weekly coffee afternoons. Let's keep that. That would be a great opportunity to address issues like Brexit, but not limited to that. No.
Okay. So you mentioned enhancing and elevating the visibility and accessibility of the ISA. Beyond coffee meetings and meeting all of your students, how would you plan to do that?
At this moment, the social media, if you look at the Facebook page, the impression page and the welcome booklet is still stuck in 2016-17, and we cannot let that keep happening. We have to make an updated version and further address such issues and further promote our association, make it more available.